So in this exercise, we have the transfer matrix, which is given here. So this transfer matrix is a 2 by 2 matrix. We are in the case of a fluid, and then this relates pressure and velocity at abscissa D as function of pressure and velocity in 0. Okay, so this is a 2 by 2 matrix in which we have 4 coefficients: cosine KD, and G over Z, sine of KD, GZ, sine of KD. Z is the specific impedance of the layer, which is the product of the density multiplied by celerity. K is the wave number, equal to omega divided by C. And in the present case, we have a porous material, and we have to notice that the density is equal to some constant rho and alpha infinite minus sigma over j omega. And then the question is to find the limit of the transfer matrix T of D when omega goes to 0. So what is the limit of T of D when omega goes to 0? This is the question of this exercise. So in order to answer to this question, we have the transfer matrix here, and we have to consider the low frequency limit. So in fact, the low frequency limit, we have to see what happens with the trigonometric function. So as k is equal to omega over c, so when omega goes to 0, this means that in fact k or kd goes to 0. So kd is the small parameter. We suppose that kd is small compared to 1. So kd is the parameter here of the cosine and sine function. Okay, so we just have to make the Taylor expansion of the cosine and sine. So for the cosine, we just considered for both, we just consider the first order term, so the term which has the most influence. So for cosine, we have the classical formula that cosine of x can be approximated to 1 plus x squared over 2 plus something which is of the order of x2. So in the present case, we just consider the first order term. So we skip all these things and we replace cosine of x by 1. For the sine function, we just have that sine of x is in fact equal to x, and then we will replace in the expression of the matrix. So we have 4 coefficients, and the approximation of the matrix make approximation of each coefficient. So we just have this is then 1. This is GZ, which remains in the expression multiplied by KD. This is GKD divided by Z, and this is 1. Okay, so we see that for the diagonal term, there is no problem, and then we have the 2 other parameters. So for that, we need to use the several expression. So Z, let's first consider GZKD. So this is equal to G, Z is equal to rho times C, K is equal to omega over C, and we have this D. So this, in the present case, we have that this C can be simplified, and then we have that the coefficient, which is the coefficient here, more or less, is equal to G rho omega over D. But we have to know that rho is equal to rho infinite minus sigma over j omega. And then when omega goes to 0, first order term is that rho can be approximated by minus sigma over j omega. Okay? Which means that in fact, in this expression here, I can replace rho by minus sigma over j omega. So this is j omega. These j omega are the 2 1 which are in this expression, j and omega. This is this one j omega. Multiply by minus sigma over j omega multiplied by d. And then this is, after simplification, equal to minus sigma d. Okay, so this is in fact for the 1, 2 coefficient here, which is equal to minus sigma d. And for the coefficient, which is the 2, 1 coefficient, we have g multiplied by k, which is omega over c, multiplied by d, and divided by rho c. So this is rho c square. Okay, which can be also rho c square is equal to the compressibility. But we can see that when omega goes to 0, this coefficient has a value of 0, because this is just a function, and we approximate that in the present case we have that the celerity is more or less constant. Okay, then the compressibility, rho c square, is more or less constant. So in fact that this we have that when we replace that this coefficient is equal to minus sigma d, and this one is equal to 0. So finally we have that the pressure in D and velocity in D is equal to 1 minus sigma d 0, 1 multiplied by P of 0, V of 0. Okay, so I can rewrite formally. We have P of D is equal to P of 0 minus sigma d V of 0, and the second equation is that V of D is equal to V of 0. Okay, so this is conservation of velocity, but also this can be conservation of flux if we are in the case of the duct. And in the second case, we have that P of D is equal to P of 0 minus sigma dV of 0. So this is a pressure drop that we see that the pressure at the end of the duct, or at the end of the porous material, is equal to the pressure at the beginning of the porous material minus sigma dV of 0. And then this is the pressure drop induced by the porous material. Okay, so this is here the approximation at first order of the film or the resistive stream.